So the first video that I wanted to make really quickly was to show you, um, how to customize your front page. We've signed in. You said you were familiar with this sort of dashboard. You would visit your site, or you could customize here. I always like to just go straight to the site just to see how it's looking at the moment. Um, and then you'll see this drop down where it says customize. And this would only affect your front page, but you can change your site title at any point. You could add a tagline, although we agree that seemed kind of fuzzy. You can change your header color and your background color. You could add an image to your header, which is this area here. You could also add a background image here. You can add additional menus or widgets, although we've kind of cut those out to simplify it. And right now we have what's called a static front page, which is so we could have these sliders. But if you wanted instead to use your website more for a blog function, you could create a blog page, and then you would switch to your latest posts, and maybe as you have images in progress or something and you post, those images would start showing up here instead, if that's how you wanted to do it. And then right now we don't have any footer widgets, all those extra stuff that's at the bottom, but that's how you could begin altering your front page should you decide that you wanted to do that. And while I'm here, I'll also go ahead and show you how to work with this particular theme, because they have a really nice theme option which is not available for all themes. So you could just click dashboard, or you could click themes, but I'm going to go straight to dashboard because then you get to see all of the material on the left. And then you would come down to appearances, and then theme options, which is specific for the theme we've selected, which is Catch Everest. And then, as I was showing you before, move the screen a little bit. It's really nice because it's got all these different options that some of the other themes don't offer. Again, you can work with the background if you wanted to change the background. You could mess with the home page again. You could add a headline, which would show up more in the middle of the page. Right now they're all disabled. You could do, as I was saying, like the featured content, which is if you had blog posts or something that you wanted to show up on the front page automatically. Again, this is disabled right now. And again, you can see you could have latest posts showing up on your front page, but I've treated it as a website rather than a blog, which is why all of these are disabled to keep it clean. And probably most important is the slider options. They have a really nice, easy to use slider. Right now I just have it so that the slider shows up on your home page, but you could have that running throughout the entire site, or if you don't want a slider, which initially we didn't have, you can just simply disable it. You can also, right now we have 6 possible slides that could show in the slider, but you can add more or less. You can also change the way it transitions. Right now I just have it fading. You can speed it up or slow it down, and you can also decide how long the image stays visible. And this is how you actually select, we were in slider options, but then you just click featured post slider options. And the way that images show up in the slider is they have to be associated with a post that you've created and made an image, a set feature image. So here you see all these numbers. These are numbers that are related to a particular post with a particular image. So just really quickly, I want to show you what those look like. So we'll come over to the posts on the left side, click all posts. Now I haven't titled them because I don't want any, if you title them, the title shows up in the slider. So without a title, you don't see any text in the slider itself. But this is the image that is related to this post. But what actually shows up in the slider isn't what's in the body here. What shows up, sorry, is this featured image down here. So you have to, if this didn't have an image, it would say set featured image. So I will demonstrate with an empty post here in a second. And as you can see, here are those ID numbers that you put into the slider that tells it which posts to pick up. So, you would select add new. To add a new image to the slider, I would come down here, set featured image, and select one of these. I don't want to do that right now because I don't want to mess up our slider and get it out of order, but you would select one of these, set featured image, then be sure to publish it, and then it would give you a number here. You would go back to appearance, theme options, featured post slider, post slider options, and then to add that new image, you would select one of these and put in the number. And if you want to keep all those previous images, that means you would need to increase the number of slides you have in your slider. So I'm going to stop the video here so that it's not too long, but just to reiterate, I wanted to show you how to customize your front page rapidly just using the customize, and then also kind of briefly walk you through how you could use the theme options which you find under appearance. So hopefully you find that helpful.